Do not skip this video. First of all, rise and shine, family. But you guys know I have not spoken on the Keke Palmer abuse situation literally at all. And the reason is because abuse or DV is a very serious, sensitive topic. And just last month, in fact, was DV Awareness Month. And we talked about how DV affects and impacts the family and the communities, and how we need to get counseling and learn conflict resolution to keep these things from happening, right? Well, anyway, these photos surfaced that it appears Keke Palmer is being abused. But I took a look at these photos, family. I don't think that's what I see. I want you guys to take a close look with me, and let's just get into it. As you can see here, he's standing here looking at her. They're talking back and forth. You can tell that it's an argument here. You can see by his posture, right? You can see by her posture. But let's just continue from this photo here. All right? So they're arguing, and now he reached towards her. Looks like he's hitting her, but actually he's reaching for a cell phone, and she's leaning back to keep the cell phone, keep him from grabbing the cell phone, right? So as he's doing that now, look, she's leaning back to keep him away from the cell phone. She falls back onto the couch. Here's where people think that he's choking her. He is not choking her. He's actually reaching for the phone, right? So as this continues on, now he's got the phone. Well, looks like he's holding on to the phone, but she's holding on to it extra tight. So maybe he can't get a grip on the phone all the way because she's kind of holding it with her whole body. But he's trying to get this phone from her, right? You can see that this is what this is here. Again, now he's starting to get the phone. He did pull it out of her clutch, and now he's lifting her up off of the couch by pulling on the phone so intensely. He wants this phone so badly that he's pulling up on the phone, and she's holding on to it so tightly that it's pulling her body weight up with the phone, y'all. And now he twists his body, in this photo, he twists his body to try and get the phone, snatch the phone from her, like in a sideways motion. She still isn't letting go. So now he tugs back up with his body to try and pull the phone straight up out of her hands. And when he finally gets it from her, he gets it here, boom. Once he gets the phone from her, she ends up falling back down to the, well, as you can see, he's leaning back. The momentum is carrying his body back once he snatches the phone, and she falls down to the ground once he gets the phone from her hand, right? Watch, boom. Now the momentum carries him towards the door, and once he turns towards his door, he goes into the door, closes it. He goes to lock himself into the door, and you can see her jump back over the back of the couch to go get the phone back from him. Do you see what I'm saying there? So this isn't what we think it is. It looks like he threw her over the couch, they said right here, but actually he was going away from her, and she's trying to get her phone back. So this is a fight for the phone, or a wrestling match for the phone, as you can see. See, it's sped up here. It's almost seamless here. So as you can see there, it's a fight for the phone, guys. Now I'm gonna say this, that is abuse, and he is the aggressor. It's not abuse by the way of he approached her to hurt her, but it is abuse by the way of what it brings on her. He's using his physical strength to control or dominate that situation. And men, you should never do that. You should never, ever allow yourself to succumb to that. It's crazy, it's wrong, and that's how you lose your life and your freedom. And sometimes it could be the loss of hers, because what you think, you don't know your strength. You understand that anything could have happened from this situation, just from you trying to access this phone. Now, in that moment, it's like, I gotta access this truth. So again, it's not like I'm trying to physically hurt her. It's more like, yo, I believe something's in that phone, right? And it's within my grasp to find out. Maybe he just saw something weird, something suspicious, and he may think she's gonna delete it. Who you talking to, right? And so, nobody, what you mean, right? And so he goes, let me see the phone. Boom, so he gonna take the phone from her. And in that moment, he's trying to get the truth. And then he's gonna turn around and lock himself in the bathroom so he can try to find this truth. So it's not a, I'm trying to hurt you type of thing. But it is abuse. And a lot of times, ladies, you guys will look at this and you'll say, well, he's jealous, he's insecure, he's just a bad guy. And I wanna say this, if you're getting this type of experience from your man, it's either due to past traumas or it's due to things he saw in you, okay? A man will treat you how he sees you. So his trust for you or his lack of trust for you is directly proportional to how he sees you. If you've done anything that made him feel like you were cheating, or did anything that may have seemed like a red flag to him. You may feel like that argument's over and done with because you're still together, but that bleeds into how he sees you. So he starts to look at that like that's your character. So when he doesn't want you going anywhere by yourself, he don't like you around other guys, he's always questioning your whereabouts, what you're doing, it's because he thinks you will go. He thinks that you will sleep around. Now, he ain't worried about the dudes, he worried about you. He thinks that you will sleep around. You might, well, why would he be with me then? Because he already started being with you and he's projected on you ahead of time that you weren't this way and now he's in too deep. Maybe he's already secured the relationship with a marriage. Maybe he's already got his family and children involved. Maybe y'all have children together already. Whatever the case may be, so he'll try and make it work, but it's not gonna be a good situation. And we've seen this situation kind of compiling over the last year or so. Do you remember with her and the Usher situation? He didn't like what she had on. She didn't have any remorse for it. So you can see he wants her to dress more modestly than she wants to dress. That's a problem already. What he should have done was found him a woman who likes to dress modestly. She is an adult. And so now you're trying to tell this adult how they can dress. She's gonna feel controlled. And she's gonna wanna wear it anyway, which is gonna lead to him doubting her, right? And then the way she acted with Usher that night is gonna lead to him saying, okay, I see she can flirt. It looks like that she will, kind of do something too, because the way she was acting, it kind of seemed like that, right? So as a man, he's probably kind of thinking like that she'll go. I'm just saying, guys. And these type of things can lead to abuse. I would encourage him, get away from that woman. She's not the woman for you, and you going into your lower self to try and make her who you wanted to be, to try to force her into who you wanted to be, once you found out she wasn't who you thought she was. And that's scary, man, and you don't know how far you will go. Get away from that woman. This one could have ended really badly, so you need to get away from her. For the woman, I would say, if this situation happens to you, if it's with my daughter, I would say, yeah, get away from him. And I would also encourage my daughter to change her behavior. If you want to get with the guy, make sure it's the guy you want to be with. Because if you entertain the other guys outside of that man, it's going to break down your relationship and break down your character, and you get what you deserve, right? The universe is going to send you what you deserve. So make sure you carry yourself like the man that you want in your life, right? Earn that with your behavior, man. If your partner doubts you and you know you haven't done anything, reassure them. Even if you don't want them to see your phone, show them your phone if it'll calm them. A soft voice. It is your partner, and you can see them overwhelmed with emotion about something, right? And if you didn't do anything, there should be no fight. Not a fight to this degree to not show it to them. Even if you're saying, hey, I don't want you going through my devices. You too crazy about asking me about stuff, always interrogating me. It may get to that point, but listen, man, it's your partner. And a soft voice turns away wrath. Her trying to fight the phone back only makes it seem like that you're guilty. Do you understand? And so she could be innocent. And she could be saying, look, it's all in your head. And that could be true. Or she could be gaslighting him. She could be completely doing something and just trying to convince him that he's crazy. And in that instance, if he strongly feels that he's not crazy, he may try and take the phone. Now, I saw this happen about a year ago with another couple. It was reversed. She tried to take his phone and couldn't take the phone. So he used his dominance and his strength to take her phone. That is abuse. That is being the aggressor. What she did is when she could not take his phone with her strength, she went and got mace and came back and sprayed him with mace to try and take his phone from him. You understand? And then went on social media and said it was him who abused her with lies and propaganda. Now, that's more so how women are carry themselves, men. If it's you guys, they'll use lies and propaganda or weapons to try and access what they want. What men do is we use our strength, okay? And guys, we can get locked up for that. Our lives can be ended for this. Other people's lives can be ended by behaving this way. So you got to ask yourself, do you have to have this moment, right? If she doesn't show you the phone, what you gonna do? Treat it like she cheated. Just say, you know what? I don't want to be with this woman anymore. I don't want to be with a person who presents this type of character anymore. I don't want that to be my future child's mother, or I don't want to have too many children by if you've already had a child with her already, right? You don't want to mess the other children up with this type of person. So what you got to do is simply move around. And it may not be simple. Your heart may be into it. You may love this woman with all your heart, but she's not who you thought she was. And if you know you wouldn't have gotten this relationship with her, gotten into this relationship with her, if you knew who she was, man, make the decision, man. Make the decision, because you're going to destroy your whole entire family behind dealing with a person like this. You understand? And I would encourage her again, get with you a guy who understands you and accepts you for who you are. The moment he said he don't want you dressed in a certain way and you decided you want to dress that way anyway, there was a clash because she was unwilling to change. You understand? He ain't going to change. How he feels about it, he can't. But she could change, but she wasn't willing. Now, it's her choice to wear what she wants. Don't get me wrong, she is an adult, right? But just look at how the last situation went down. She wore this thing out to the concert with Usher. She's kissing at Usher. She's doing all these crazy things with Usher, right? And looks like she'll go, okay? He comments online. That dress, though, he didn't need to handle it that way. But look at how she did. She followed it up with a couple rap videos, some rubbing it in his face, some I wear what I want to wear, it's my body, my choice type of stuff. So neither one of them are good at conflict resolution, right? And you could see this, a while back. So this has been happening for a while. This relationship has been deteriorating for a while, and we've noticed it. And we've been saying all along, they're two different people. They are two different people, simply put. And so I think what we see is a situation where he thought she was someone else. He projected onto her who he thought she was. She is not who he thought she was, and now he's trying to force her into being who he thinks she is, who he wants her to be. He doesn't want her cheating, so he wants to, again, it's a bad situation. It is, family. But it's not what we thought it was. It's not him throwing her over a couch. It's not him choking her out. It's not him, in these particular photos, I don't live with them, okay? In these particular photos, these photos are not showing you a person who is attacking a person. You're seeing a person who is relentlessly trying to take someone's phone, trying to retrieve something that they have, which is abuse. It's their phone. You cannot do that. It's absolutely wrong. But I just wanted to point out what it actually was. Now, I'm not saying treat him any differently, family. I'm just saying that from what I see, it's not what we thought it was, and that's why I think we need to slow down sometimes before we go out there, because again, we don't live with these people. We don't know the full extent of what happened, and many times we're angry at the wrong person, and it's best that we wait until the facts come out so we can move accordingly, okay? But let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Be evolution, be the change that you want to see. No candle loses its flame from lighting another, and if you were to ever find yourself in the middle of chaos, it is in that chaos that you find yourself. Peace.